We're here with Representative Trent Franks, a Republican from Arizona. All right, so what's it going to be? Is this health care bill going to pass later this afternoon?
Well, I'll answer that question, but there are three items of preface. The only kind of people that try to do that are those either that don't know, or that don't know they don't know, or that know they don't know. And I fit in that final category. If I had to guess, I would say that the momentum is on the side of passage. And I hope that through the process that we can improve it if it does.
Okay, so are you satisfied with President Trump as well as Speaker Ryan's ability to unify this Republican Party and pass this legislation that they have said for years now that they would repeal parts of Obamacare?
Well, I'm convinced of this one thing, that the leadership here in the House have done an excellent job in trying to pull us all together. And I've never seen more hands-on involvement by any president after being here 15 years than Donald Trump. So that is not the issue. The real issue is very clear, and I hope that the media can understand this and at least disseminate it, because the challenge we have is not that we don't have a consensus plan in the House of Representatives among Republicans. We had that the day Obamacare was passed in our motion to recommit. We've had several bills that represent Republican plans. The challenge is they won't fit through the Byrd rule in the U.S. Senate. So the tail wags the dog here, where the rules in the Senate make us change the policy here, and they're substantively.
Let's talk about the Senate, because you are a member of the House Freedom Caucus, and many conservatives in the House Freedom Caucus are concerned that the Senate will move this bill back toward the middle. Do you have those concerns?
Of course I do. Of course I have that concern. But even more so, right now we're having to change the bill in very negative ways in order to be able to even get it to the floor in the Senate for debate.
Congressman, what do you say to folks, people on Wall Street, investors, but also Main Street, who are looking at this debate and wondering why can't lawmakers just get to some type of deal to fix the Affordable Care Act and get us through?
They have every right to ask that question, and I want them to know that what I'm telling you right now is the answer, and that's where we should train our influence and our guns on this effort to be able to get something to the Senate floor. Right now, the rules of the Senate won't let the majority even bring a bill to the floor for debate without 60 votes. And I will tell you, unless we can change that, then we have two options left, and that is to repeal the laws of mathematics, or to get 8 Democrats to come with us, which is harder than repealing the laws of mathematics.
When you look at the criticisms from all ends, really, but last night, of course, the Congressional Budget Office scoring this, saying that 14 million Americans would lose insurance, and just how much money this would save. They reduced that from the original savings from $337 billion down, I think, to $117 billion, or somewhere a number close to that. What are your concerns? What's your message to people who could lose health insurance as a result of this proposal becoming law?
Well, my message is two things. First of all, the CBO, I've been here 15 years, they don't take any dynamics into consideration outside their own matrix, which has been proven false on a number of different occasions. You can get almost more accurate predictions from a Ouija board than you can the CBO. Having said that, the goal of the Republican Congress is to bring a policy that will facilitate the best health care for the largest number of Americans at the most reasonable price possible. And that is the intent, to always maintain the dignity of the patient. And in order to meet an infinite need with a finite resource, we have to have innovation in the system. And the only place innovation occurs is in free markets, where incentive and innovation can occur.